All right, let me fix this right here real fast, and we can get this done. Yeah, hang on. We're having trouble with your streaming destination. It's possible stream was in. No, edit. Let me edit because it wasn't go there. Edit. All right, this could be an issue. I can see right now. Oh, it's not gonna work. All right, go. Remove. Okay. We'll just remove it from Rumble. That's fine. Okay, good. Now we're good. All right, now, here we go. Let me turn this back on. Gotta get my comments thing straight. Over here from this. Hang on, guys, just a second. I gotta fix this one thing. I've been working on trying to get this dual screen settings to work, and it's just giving me hell. So, go back over here to my display and my sound and all that. Hang on just a second. All right, now, just a second here. I've got to fix the sound problem. Every time I turn around, you know it's something with this thing. So here we go. Nope, go back over here, system. Go over to sound. I'm going to go back with our speaker. There we go. And turn them up. There we go. All right. There we go. We should be on. Let me fix this. Oh, it's not going to work on World's Wave, is it? Oh, it sucks. Okay, well, let me turn this music down because it's just too loud. Turn it down. No, here we go. All right, there we go. That is turned down. Now, let me see if I can fix World's Wave. I really need this to work. It showed that it was going to connect, but having trouble. Your stream, if possible, stream was no. Let's see if we can edit our World's Wave. It may or may not work, which is going to suck. Edit. I don't think it's going to work for World's Wave, which is terrible. There it is. Okay, orientation is landscape. Remove World's Wave. No, I don't want to. Recommended. Okay, it might not work on World's Wave. We're going to have to. All right, nope. All right, there we go. Now, that should be fine. All right, that should work. All right, okay, this is not going to work on World's Wave. That's just not going to work. Something happened with it. I don't know what it is, but it won't work over there. So anyway, let me get this out. Hang on. Oh, my goodness. All right, that's working. Hey, there you are, Sprinkled. Did I get your text? Let me see. What's your text say? Hang on, baby. Yeah, my thing did not work. Okay, you want me to send you my link? I'll go. Oh, sure, yes. Come on. Did I already send it to you? Yeah, come on, that'd be great. Let me see if I can get it over here. Hang on a minute. To switch over because my laptop just died right in the middle of this, girl. I'm so sorry. So let me get this for you. Hang on a second. Hang on just a second so I can get this thing sent to you. Yeah, I'm just sitting there, all of a sudden it goes blank, just like that. So, I don't know how to get this. Just a second, I gotta find the little thingy here. Let me see if I can find it. No, I don't even see it. I don't even see the little. I sent it to you, didn't I? Sent it to you, but I don't know if I can. There's that. Nope. I gotta find it. I'm so sorry. The whole thing just died and went blank. I don't know, girl. I don't know. I don't know how to get to it right this now. I'm sorry. Hang on. What the hell? Why can't I see it? Hmm. Oh, here we go. Invite the guest. Copy. Hang on just a second. Now I can send it to you. Send it to. I think I sent it to you. I'm upset because the whole thing just left. I don't get it. No, I can't even see comments. Let me see what's going on here because I'm on my dang phone and I can't see anything. Got these, I'm still trying to deal with these contacts over here. I'm telling you, it's just been hell. Hang on a minute. Let me see if I can see you coming up. Yeah, this is fun. The laptop just died right there. Okay, are you over there, hon? Let me see if I can find you. Okay, there. No, it'll show you. Wait a minute, something just turned off. This one just turned off. All right, here we go. Now, make sure I can see you over there because I don't see you yet. Here's the comments. All right, there we go. Now, are you back there yet? Because I don't see you yet. Now that I'm stuck on my phone, I can't see correct. Oh, there you are. Are you there? I see you.
Can you hear me?
So make sure my earbuds gonna work. Okay. Because I'm hearing something. I don't know where I'm hearing it from.
You're on the screen twice, it looks like.
Okay, there. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I don't even hear you, girl. Let me turn down this music. It's way too loud. Whoop. There we go. Hang on. Let's get rid of this music. Oh, that makes me so mad when that mess happens.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm just sitting there talking to you, and the next thing I don't know, the whole thing is dead.
Oh, that poor laptop's going to be the death of you.
It sure is. Oh, it just went blank. That's that. Well, that music's too loud. I'm trying to turn it off. Okay. Well, I've been trying to get this, my other computer over here to be a dual monitor, right? I went and got the, I got to get rid of this. I forgot about this shit. See, you hear that noise? Hang on. Yeah, let me get rid of
Yeah, and
that.
you're double on the screen. Looks like you're two on the screen.
Okay. Am I still okay? That should be
Yeah,
okay now.
you're
Yeah.
double on the screen. I see two of you.
Right, because they changed this now. There's this weird thing that they've done where you have landscape and you have um landscape and portrait. Is because on X or something else that you can attach to, it shows it goes one way, right? It goes portrait. I don't know how to explain it. I'm very upset about it. I don't like it. A lot of people don't like it, and I don't know how to get rid of it. It's kind of an issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a new thing that they're trying to do because not everything can be landscape. On some of it has to be portrait. And so I'm not even. Oh God. All right, back to where it was. Okay, well, back to where we were before this shit happened. You know, it's
If,
okay. We'll get through it.
right?
Yeah. So, all right. So, what I decided to talk about today was like all the narcissists in true crime because it's terrible out there. I mean, a lot of the people that commit these crimes are actually, sociopaths and narcissists. We know that. But you know what? A lot of the people that report these crimes and talk about these crimes are also sociopaths, psychopaths, and narcissists, right?
Very true.
I mean, I had this thing all pulled. Let me see if I can. Oh boy, I didn't write it down. Okay, well that's changing everything. I might have to. Let me pull this back up over here and see if I can get it from my Word document because I had this on my little uh, my other thing here. Okay, so here we go. Just pull it back up. Okay, good Lord, good Lord, good Lord. Okay, well, this is slow as Christmas. Okay, well, I might just pull my hair out and just be calling it done. I don't know. I don't know if I can pull it back up. No, I don't have any Apple software. Just cut it out. Shit. Okay, so this other old computer is like it's a Dell all-in-one kind of thing where you can use a touch screen or whatever. You can do it that way. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's really old and slow. So I thought, well, you can just use it as a monitor. Come on, how could it be so hard, right?
Yeah.
Ugh, yeah, it won't hook up. It's kind
Huh.
of, I mean, it'll hook up for Bluetooth, but it won't like be a second monitor thing. It's trying to show like if it would be like the same thing on both instead of being a dual monitor. So
Yeah. Like
I
a
don't
mirror.
Yeah, I hate that. I don't like it. So
Mm.
that's kind of a problem. But let's see. Let me see if my other thing will pull back up because I had my office and everything over here. So no, that's not what I'm looking for. Oh my God, my God. Because that's where everything was
Oh.
on my Word Perfect, which I created my whole little script and all that. Because if I don't do that, then we're just over here talking about things without any direction, and that's kind of hard to do. But we do know for a fact that Chad Daybell, Lori Daybell, Adam Montgomery, Wade Wilson, who else? I mean, the list goes on. They all suffer from the same thing, right? And they're all narcissists, and they're all either psychopaths or sociopaths. Now we know they don't really use the word sociopath anymore, but we all know that that's what it means. It's personality disorders. And so is that book over there? Yeah, hang on a minute. I might have this other book over here we can use. Um, well, I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take our Manson family manual, because there's a lot of information. Since we can't use our laptop to pull up what we had all written out, we're going to take our Manson family manual, and we're just going to talk about his narcissistic personalities, because he very much has one, and he's also a cult leader and a sociopath, right? Okay, we'll just do that. That'll work. So I'm going to bring this over here. We're going to go back. At one time, I was doing like this Manson. Uh, I'm hearing that damn noise again. Drives me insane. Well, I was hearing that. Okay, let me get rid of this. Maybe it's this. It might be this. Let me see if it's still there. Okay, maybe it's this damn microphone. I don't know. Can you hear me okay?
I
Because
can hear you fine, yeah.
because what I'm hearing is that damn noise again. If I have to get the, oh God, no. Here. All right, now without a microphone, we're just talking into the phone, which I don't like to do, but that's okay. Yeah, because I can't stand that noise. But all right, so we're gonna get our Manson family manual. We're just gonna go back to talking about him. We were doing a comparison. Oh my God, that noise! Let me see if I can. I don't know what it is, but let me see if I can turn it down or something. Okay, here, let me do that. Let's see. All right, well, I'm gonna have to, I guess, try to find a way to stuff. I don't understand what that noise is.
Yeah, it's like a feedback or something.
Yeah, it's like this noise.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, it is annoying. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get our Manson family manual, and we're just going to talk about his sociopathic tendencies, because I was trying to do this comparison between him and Chad Daybell, because they are a lot alike. Chad's
Yeah.
is by the Mormon religion, and um, we know that Charles Manson had no religion. So what Charles Manson used to create his cult, and
That's the
all of that.
grandiosity that they both had, you know?
Exactly. So Charles Manson, let me get and here's it's a big giant book. I was so shocked when I got this book. I was like, what is this? But it's kind of weird how the summer of 2019 marked the 50th anniversary of the Manson family murders. 50 years. Isn't that amazing?
That's
So
crazy.
it is crazy. But like there's 12 chapters in this big giant book, and it theorizes the psychology behind Charles Manson's creepy ability to recruit, organize, and control these criminals and pseudo hippies from the late 50s and 60s, right? But he, but just like Chad, using some of this creepy abilities to recruit and organize and control, right? I mean, even though it was two different eras, but still that very much cult-like behavior, leading people to do things they wouldn't normally do.
Right.
That's kind of the way I see it. So, we'll just and some of the key people, and there are some people who are not even really familiar with Charles Manson because they are much younger, which
Right.
I know you're going. That's hard to believe because it was so well talked about and it was everywhere. But um, we had Charles Tex Watson, Leslie Van Houten, Patricia Krenwinkel, Susan Atkins, Bruce Davis, Stephen Clem Grogan, and Bobby Cupid. Boss Bossolelli. I never say his name. I never say it right. They just called him Cupid. Okay. So that is the characters that he was able to draw.
Didn't he, wasn't there one missing? The other guy, the main guy. Not Charles, the other guy.
How about Tex?
Yeah, maybe that's the one. Did you say Tex?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
Charles Manson, Charles Tex Watson.
Oh, okay. I must have missed that.
That's okay. You know, it talks about how Charles Manson never killed anybody. And I
No.
think that Chad Daybell's trying to claim he never killed anybody either, but he directed people to kill people.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know about Chad. I question that. I think he had a big part in killing those kids.
You think so?
I do.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll talk about that for a minute then. I mean, do you think that well, I know that I will say yes for Tylee, but for JJ I would say no.
Yeah. You think so?
You know. Yeah, because JJ was in the hands of Lori and
Yeah.
Alex. They were at the house together.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Now, if something happened to Tylee, I know that how she ended into the ground and what happened to her remains. I know that Ted did all of that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it comes back to that him telling people. I remember the conversation. It was part of the testimony. We heard about this over and over. That if you don't desecrate that body and burn it, then another entity can come into that body.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I know that she was done that way. But there's some really traumatizing admissions that comes out of the Charles Manson interviews, and I know that a lot of people have probably forgotten about some of these horrific things that he did. But it's very much that psychopathic serial killer situation. But Chad Daybell really did not come off as that psychopathic serial killer. He's quite a different bird, but it was the same end results. So I think he's an interesting character. I don't like him. I'm not obsessed with him. It's not that. It's just that the psyche of this person,
Yeah.
I find that part very interesting. So
He was much more subdued. You know what I mean? He was just, I don't want to say quiet, but he was just much more subdued.
yeah,
Charles was always very vocal and very out there. Chad, I don't think was so much.
right. Chad found his power in talking Lori into things, and Lori found her power by talking Alex into things.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
That's kind of how it appeared to me. You
Yeah,
know,
I agree.
you agree with that? Okay. The other thing with these two were that, like, had they never met each other, then a lot of these things would have never happened. I think.
Right.
Right.
Well, they were like fire and gasoline together, you know?
Right. Right. I agree with that. Um, Another thing that happened. Okay, I read letter number 9 from Chad Daybell the other day. I did a little short live about it, and he still to this day has not mentioned Lori's name in any of these. Why? He's
Yeah.
left her out every single time, not one word about her. Even though in the last letter he talked about getting a ride back to the airport in Arizona from Melanie Gibb and somebody else, but he would never say it was Lori. But it absolutely was Lori that took him. Lori and Melanie drove him to the airport after he'd been there to a speaking thing when they very first met. So I don't know why he's leaving her out. It makes no sense at all. I want to
Yeah.
know that. Yeah, I mean, what do you think?
I don't know. That is very interesting. Very interesting. Unless they had some kind of silent pact between them, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but it's like he's going to tell you all these. He tells you in each letter that he's going to tell you about something else in this next letter. Okay, so he talked about Zulema Pestinus in letter number 9, and he talks about Melanie taking him to the airport. But I know for a fact that the person that took him was Lori.
Yeah.
So remember, he talked about Tammy in one of the letters, and he's talked
Mm.
about all these different things, but not once mentioning her, and it's the weirdest thing I've ever
Yeah.
seen. I know they talk to each other because even though they're in prison, they are still married to each other. They can talk to each other, but I don't know if it's through phone calls or letters. But we know they can talk to each other, which is
Well,
very
they wouldn't be
strange.
able to call because you can't make an incoming call into prison. So
Well, I mean, don't they
it
have
would
phone?
have to be through the mail. It would have to be.
Well, do you know
Because
they have those?
she wouldn't be able to call him, and he wouldn't be able to call her.
Well, don't they have those tablets though?
Well, they could. That would be through email. You can't make a phone call through the
Yeah.
tablet. I don't believe, because you have to have an account set up that pays for the calls.
Right.
And
Right.
prisons, you can't get an incoming call. You can only make outgoing calls.
Okay. It's kind of interesting though, isn't it? I mean, I know that they're talking to each other some way.
Yeah,
I wish we had more information about that to figure out
and
what it is.
there's somebody there that's doing a three-way call or something. I don't know how that works, but they could
Um,
have somebody else calling in and then calling him. Who knows? People can figure out so much stuff in prison. You never know what they can figure out. They can figure out how to break all the rules.
oh yeah, and they do. I
Yeah,
mean, you
absolutely.
know, there's talk of who somebody's in prison right now that they caught making wine in prison. Who was it?
Oh yeah, they're always making hooch and they're making this and making that. And
Right.
if
Right.
you want to know how to do something, ask somebody who's been to prison. They can tell you.
That's so funny. We're right about that. So, let me go back over here. I'm going through chapter one for a second, and we're going to talk about. Let's see. Um, this is kind of a strange thing that was in this book that I thought was kind of interesting, and it was talking about this study that they had done a study on these people, and out of these people, 65% of the people in the study um, stop it's some kind of shock treatment thing. And let me go back to this. It's a case study into Charles Manson's real life extreme destructive obedience and his what is it called, his robot stalking and murdering of people. There was a study they did, so that it was this hypothesis that Stanley Milgram tested was this degree of pain an individual that's willing to inflict upon another individual because authority figures ordered it, right? So it was this thing where they said, it took these people and it said, if I tell you to inflict pain on somebody, will you do it? And this is the same kind of a thing that Charles Manson did with these people
Yeah,
because he would, that's how he let them into his crowd or into his cult or whatever. So they've done this big experiment about this. And it was like the Manson family members wanted rewards such as approval from Charles Manson. So when he ordered something like this, they would do this thing. So in this study that was conducted in 1971 by this Stanford University psychologist, it was the Stanford Prison Experience, where they took these young male students that played the roles of the prisoners and the guards, and he would construct like a prison-like setting in the basement of the university. And then he would take, it was a 2 week test. And it would be the unexpected brutality of the guards. It was just intense. Like it's amazing how many of them would just do it because they were told to do it without any thought of how it's affecting the other person. And this
yeah,
is just normal everyday people that he put into this study. And it's just incredibly vicious. And I mean, they just had no problem doing. And they just
that's
called it
disturbing.
the power of social study, the power of social situations to shape an individual's behavior. So you know that, like, in his little cult, it was just so easy, I guess, for him to talk them. I guess to talk them into doing it. But what were they getting out of it? What were these Charles? What were the followers actually getting out of it? Why were they following Charles Manson? That's what I wanted to know. What
Well,
was
they say that that they all had a family, that created their family. Because a lot of them are runaways, this, that, and the other thing, and they felt like
yeah?
they were part of the family now. And they got
What
sex and they got drugs and they got a place to live and they got fed and they got all their basic needs met.
But it was a disgusting family.
Oh yeah,
Think
absolutely,
about that. That's the most horrible family you could have right there. Um,
absolutely.
you know, they also, one of the things about Manson that was kind of a strange thing that people really never thought about was the fact that he really always wanted to be a rock star. He did
Oh
not
yeah,
want to. He didn't want to be a cult leader. That's not how this started. But after he was hurt because he thinks that somebody took his song, but that's not really what happened. But in his delusional mind, with his sociopathic personality that he had. He could not see beyond what his own thought was. So he,
Right.
falsely blamed them. And that was another part of what caused a lot of this to happen.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
absolutely.
um,
And he just wasn't that good. He just wasn't that good. That was
no,
what it all came down to.
you're
They
right
gave
about
him they
that.
gave him a fair shake at it, but he just didn't cut it.
Yeah, and then he blamed them, and I can see them taking part of the song that he's talking about. Part of it was used, but it wasn't the entire song. And so he was always upset. Well, you didn't give me credit. You didn't give me credit. What was it? What was there to give him credit for?
Right.
But
Right.
again, when you're talking about a person with such delusions that they just can't see past their own. They're just trapped in their own mind. They can't get out of it, and they can't see past it. They can't be the person from the outside looking in, so they don't see what we see. You know,
Well, the
which is
delusions of grandeur are just so intense in a lot of these cases. A lot of these people that are involved, their
you're
sense of
right.
self, their delusions of grandeur, everything is so excessive that they just don't look at things through a normal set of eyes. They just don't see it. They don't even feel like they're normal. I mean, look at Chad. I mean, he felt like he was, an exalted being, for God's sakes. You know,
Right.
it's like, no, you're not.
Well, just like when and I kind of touched on this the other day when we were kind of talking about Chad Daybell, and we're talking about the fact that, he wrote that book about the Arianic priesthood, right? Where he was actually, my chair is moving, where he was actually giving people these blessings and telling them that they were now also prophets, right? Go out into the
Yeah.
world and you're a prophet, blah blah blah, which is the craziest thing you've ever heard. I mean, because he had no authority to make anybody a prophet.
No.
This was his version of this religion. Well, he called it Church of the Firstborn, which we kind of talked about that once before. That there's no way for Church of the Firstborn to be here on Earth. That's a celestial um,
Level.
that level.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you're already, But as an exalted being and a prophet, I guess he figured, well, yes, you can be. I don't. It is so beyond bizarre, and it's so hard to even it's hard to even explain him and his thought process of how he became so delusional that he thought that he was a prophet. I mean,
Yeah.
and his family, the children, they never even fought for their mother.
I know.
It's like
That's insane.
it is insane and
But it's
sick.
the same thing, and we talked about this before. It's the same thing with Suzanne Morphew's daughters.
Yeah,
They've never
yeah,
once questioned their father. Never.
they should. I mean,
And
they
I just
absolutely
don't even
should.
understand how they could not.
Me neither. Makes no sense. You know, then, they started having these castings and stuff. Now, here's the thing about those castings. That is, the castings were a part of the Mormons, their religion, but they were not, the religion, or they were not exactly as Chad and his group were doing it. It was completely something different, but they did have sort of these castings type ceremony. Well, it's not ceremonies, but they just have prayers, like a casting prayer is basically what it was.
Like a
Not a
ritual almost.
casting.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, not like a casting where I'm going to wish that a car ran over you or something like that, which is the most bizarre crap I've ever heard. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. How could they, when you're sitting there and you're part of this group and they're saying all this stuff and you're hearing all this stuff and they mean this literally. How can you not say anything to anybody? That I'll never get over that. I can't
Yeah.
understand it. It's beyond bizarre, right? It's it's nutty. I mean, it's like,
Yeah, it is.
yeah, ugh, you know. But when you think about Charles Manson now, he didn't have any of those kind of things, but it just started getting more bizarre, more weird, and just all these, I mean, it was just a steady stream of ridiculous sayings, and these people would just live for what was he going to say next. You know, he always had all
Yeah.
these oddball
Well,
quotes.
there was so many drugs involved in the whole Charles Manson era too. I mean, there were so many drugs, so many mind altering drugs. Not that all drugs aren't mind altering, but you
Right,
know what I mean. They were severely mind altering drugs. The LSD and all of that stuff was just rampant.
right. I mean, it's like if Charles Manson said, "Oh no, the sky's really going to be green tomorrow," they just say, "Oh yeah, it's green,"
Oh yeah,
it's green, which is so strange to me.
yeah,
I cannot even understand that.
yeah. It's insanity.
Let me see if I can get this to turn back on. Hang on a second. My all of a sudden now my laptop just kind of perked back up. It's looking at me.
Uh
I'm like, what the crap, man? Yeah, I sound like Charles Manson. Let me see if for some reason we can get this thing to come back up and switch the stream over here. I don't know if you are able to do that, but I want to do that because it's really hard to do on the phone because it's taking away from my whole
right.
my my script that I had. Let's see if it'll pull back up. Let's see. I don't know if I can. Let's see if we can pull it. Oh God, I got noise. It might let me. It might let me. Let's see. Let's see. Um, I think it's letting us. Look, I can see you. We're on
Oh
here. Let me
yeah.
turn my phone off. Yeah, here we go. Add to the stage. Okay, there I am. Oh no, it's not working right. Hang on. I'm gonna do this. Hang on. Terrible.
That
Okay.
was crazy noise.
I don't know if it'll. If it ends, we're gonna come right back on. Okay.
Okay.